collectors! It's me again, Bev. So I was supposed to go to bed already. It was quite a long day. It was a family dental appointment. But then when I reached home, there was a special package waiting for me. And it's actually, the wait wasn't really that crazy. It was a chill wait. I didn't expect it to arrive as early as it did. But it's a teapot, which is one of the patterns in my bucket list. So what I've decided here is to do a video while unboxing it. Well, right now I can feel as if my heart wants to get out of my rib cage. You know, with shipping, there is always a chance of an item being damaged while in transit. So I just hope and pray everything is safe and sound in this box. So it will give a real joy to my heart, and tonight will be a good night. So one moment here. This is the box, and it contains one of the pots in my bucket list. So just so people know what is in my bucket list right now, it changes every now and then based on my mood, my preference, and whatnot. But for now, as of this very moment, and it has been for the past 2-3 months, the top patterns in my bucket list. So the very first one is Brighton Rose, which is this very beautiful cup and saucer that I'm using for my tea this evening. Beautiful pattern. So to be honest, I don't really know how to label this color. I wouldn't say it's red. I would say it's more in a fuchsia pink, or as again, I'm not the best person to describe color, but I would say it's on the maybe dark pink. So, yep. Thick gold. Thick gold is always a favorite in my, just before my eyes. I love thick gold. So this one has thick gold, beautiful flowers. It's just a very good color combination, not a common combination for Royal Alberts. So it's a very elusive pattern. It is the #1 in my bucket list. So I'm hoping I would be able to find the teapot just before the year ends, or as I always tell my daughter, I hope the teapot finds its way to me. So next on my bucket list is the Affection. So it's more of the yellow color. It's the yellow version of, I would say, Lady Carlisle or Enchantment. So that's the lady version of that. And the next is the Gardenia. So it's the pattern that I've used in one of my vlogs. So it's more of green and black. That's in matte. That's also a very, very, very lovely pattern. And I do have the Senorita teapot. So the coffee pot is in my bucket list. And Memories, I have always mentioned that Memories teapot, that's usually found in South Africa. Still didn't have the luck to find that teapot or coffee pot for that pattern. Teapot or coffee pot would be enough to satisfy me. And aside from Memories, I do have the Black Old English Rose in thick gold. So it's also very beautiful. As you can see with my choices of pattern, aside from the Memories, I'm inclined to darker ones. So the Old English Rose itself is already beautiful. Oh, unfortunately, I don't have one right now. I have, but it's not with me. It's been away for over a year now because of COVID. So Black Old English Rose, so it's just the same with Old English Rose flower, but then it's black and it's also with thick gold. I know that teapot would also cost a fortune. It would definitely be hard to find one in very good condition, because with those type of patterns, they're very prone to crazing. And it's understandable because they're one of the oldest ones. So they're prone to crazing. And crazing usually goes with age, especially if the chinas are not well looked after. And next in line is Beatrice coffee pot. So I do have, here you go. Oh. So this is the Beatrice teapot. And since it's beautiful, I love it, I want to have the coffee pot. So that's in my bucket list. And the very last one is the rose garland. So in my previous vlog, it's one of the sets that I have featured. I only have the coffee pot, so I would so much love to have the teapot to complete that collection. So moving forward, let's go ahead and unbox this special box, and let's see what pattern is this. Okay, stay tuned. All right, so the best partner when unboxing is the mighty cutter. All right, so let's remove the label just so we don't give out my and the sender's information when we throw this box away. So I don't know, let me just open it before I give you the fun fact about this pattern, okay? And my heart is just beating so fast. Okay. Ooh. Even if I have 1,000 or thousands of China, when I still unbox something that is really very special or really something that I want it so badly, then I still have the goosebumps. I still have that fast, irregular rhythm of my heartbeat. Just because I don't want it to arrive damaged or less the expectation that I have. So now it's open. Whew. Okay, looks like it's well padded, which is good. That's the very most important thing when packing breakables. Let's make sure that the piece inside the box doesn't move, just to avoid damage. Okay. And you have to be extra careful when pulling out pieces, because you know, you'll just never know how the seller pack it. So, moment of truth. Spout and handle still intact. Alright. Oh gosh. I can feel me perspiring. So right now, I would say this is the second most expensive pot that I've bought in my entire collection. And I just hope it doesn't disappoint me. I have a couple of pieces of this pattern. So for everything, it's always the pot that is the most important piece for me to collect. So I have waited for over a year to finally have this piece. Oh gosh. Oh. Whew. Can you believe it? I already have more than 120 teapots, but I still have this reaction. It's because it's something I've wanted for over a year, so I'm hoping everything is good, that it is in a condition that I would wish and want to keep it. So moment of truth. All right. It's a medium one. Okay. Whew. I can just feel as if I'm losing my strength. I won't feel normal again until my daughter confirms to me that everything is good. So it's my daughter who does all the checking and final check of pieces, because obviously she has a better eyes than I am. She's younger than I am, and she is very keen to details when it comes to China. So she will do the final check. I just look at the obvious, like spout is still intact, handle still intact. Those I do. I check for the obvious cracks, but for the deeper status of the item, my daughter does the check. So now, let me pull the teapot, and I hope one of you have guessed what I got today. So I wouldn't say bucket list checked since it's not yet confirmed that it's damage free, but finally, after almost 18 months of waiting, I've got my Royal Albert Affection teapot. Finally, on the flesh, I got the Royal Albert Affection teapot. I guess these were just made in the medium size. I've also communicated with one other collector who has this teapot, and that's what she said. It is just available in the medium. So guess this is it. This is it. I bled for it. All right, so for everyone who's asking regarding this, here's the fun fact. Based on our observation, based on researches, and based on trends, Affection and Brighton Rose, which are the top of my bucket list, are actually easier to find in Japan. And guess what? Just, I guess, a week or two, same pot has sold in eBay. Seller came from Japan. It was a little bit cheaper than what I bought this pot for. And I'm gonna go crazy because this pot came from a country where I least expected to be able to buy a china from. It came from Germany. Hey, you can imagine the struggle, the effort, and the difficulties I have to go through. So just with communicating from to and fro, the seller and me, it's such a nightmare. But I guess it's worth it because I got it right now. So Google Translate to the rescue. And where I found it is in Germany's marketplace. So let's get the lid here. Yeah, too bad the one on eBay sold a little bit cheaper than this one, but who cares? I've been crazy looking for this spot, so when I found one, it's just like I can't let go of you. But if I found that teapot, if I did find that teapot on eBay at the right time, then I would have also bought it. It's something where I would say one is not enough. I have like 3, 4, 5 people on the queue to have this same pot that I got today. And last but not the least, I just discovered today that the one who bought this teapot from eBay was actually a collector from Canada too. She just sent me a message, sent me a shot of her own affection, and it's like, hey, we're gonna go for a cheers with her affection. And she promised me by the time she retires and lets go of all her teapot collection, she will set aside her affection for me. So I'll hand this over to my daughter for her to double check and do all the necessary checks so I can confirm that bucket list is ticked. And the verdict of the pot is good. Yeah, so it's worth the wait. It's worth the $1. No gold fading, gold intact. Everything is good. No glaze defects. No, it's just perfect, and it's just the way I want my teapots to be. So bucket list ticked, checked for affection. So since affection is also one of the elusive patterns for Royal Albert, I've managed to get the basics. I have the teapot, I have the duo, and the coffee mugs. I'm just so overwhelmed, so happy. I'm in cloud 9 right now with my affection teapot. So isn't it lovely? I'm not a yellow person. I'm not a fan of yellow, but this is definitely lovely. The shade, the combination of colors in the flowers, it's just perfect. It's not too colorful. I would say it's more on the neutral side for me, for color wise. So if you were to compare it with say Beatrice is very colorful. This one is less colorful, but it doesn't take it doesn't take any part of its beauty away. Red is my favorite color, but Old English Rose is not the #1 favorite of my Royal Albert collection. I'm not a fan of green, but the gardenia is in my bucket list. This one definitely did not disappoint me. It's beautiful in the photos online, but it's definitely lovelier in person. Well, of course, I already had an idea how it looks just because I had some pieces beforehand. I've got them last year, just like with my Brighton Rose. Since I have a couple of pieces for the pattern, then I am more decided to, I am more motivated to look for the pot. So probably it's gonna be more expensive than this pot. Let me just have a private 15-minute or 20-minute to stare, enjoy, fathom the beauty of my Royal Albert Affection teapot with the other kids of this pattern. Hope you also had the same excitement that I had while unboxing this gem, this beauty, this baby. I don't know, but even if I have this lots of china, it's still like having, it's still like seeing your crush back in your high school life, or the very first time that you have a crush. It still feels the same way. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your subscription would be a great motivation for me, for us to make more videos, to share these beauties around me. So again, a happy place, a happy page, a happy channel to showcase my collection. Have a great day, everyone.